Marvel's The Defenders has finally hit Netflix, so let's dive into all the Easter eggs and comic book references that you might have missed. As with the other Marvel Netflix shows, The Defenders is very sparing about referencing the characters and events of the MCU movies. Episode 2 marks the first time in this series that a character refers to the incident, aka the Battle of New York. We also see that Karen continues to display framed cover stories about the Chitauri invasion and what was once Ben York's office. Marco Zaror's character, whom Danny and Colleen find stabbed by their mysterious enemy in the early moments of the first episode, is named Shaft. In the comics, Shaft is a member of Stick's anti-hand cabal of ninjas known as the Chaste. Luke Cage antagonists Mariah Dillard and Shades don't actually appear in The Defenders, but the first episode features a subtle reminder of their ongoing presence in Harlem thanks to the new Harlem Renaissance sign plastered on a city bus. The rooftop garden where Alexandra and Madame Gao meet for the second time is also a location in the 2002 Spider-Man movie. That distinctive architecture can be seen in the shot where Spidey drops off Mary Jane after the Green Goblin attacks a parade. The second episode includes a fun callback to one of the more iconic moments from Luke Cage Season 1, where a criminal shattered his hand in slow motion trying to punch Luke's unbreakable face. But in this case, Luke is the one suffering a slow-mo injury when he encounters the power of the Iron Fist. Danny and Colleen encounter a rare katana blade called a Tsukamoto, which is likely a reference to Japanese filmmaker Shinya Tsukamoto, famed for directing Tetsuo, the Iron Man. The obligatory Stan Lee cameo comes in during the scene where Jessica is following Matt through a crowded street. As in previous Marvel Netflix shows, there's a poster featuring Lee as an NYPD spokesman in the background. The revived Elektra donned a new red costume, one that brought her much closer in line with her comic book counterpart. After the battle in the Chinese restaurant, Stick orders the 4 Defenders to hide in the sewers. Now, given how much the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics borrowed from the Daredevil franchise, this is probably a nod to the TMNT crew and their choice of home. In a cool little meta moment, the tune Matt plays on the piano happens to be the theme music for The Defenders. During one of their encounters, Matt tells Elektra, "There is goodness in you. I know, I felt it." That's what Luke says to Vader in Return of the Jedi, and given Marvel's love for putting Star Wars references in the MCU, that can't be a coincidence. Misty Knight loses her right arm in the season finale, which means she's probably well on her way to acquiring her trademark Tony Stark-designed cybernetic arm from the comics. The finale also paves the way for Misty and Colleen Wing to team up as the Daughters of the Dragon in a future Netflix series. The patient care board in Misty's room is a treasure trove of Marvel cameos. The attending nurse is listed as Elle Carter. In the comics, Linda Carter is one of several women who share the night nurse mantle. Dr. E. Wortham is an occasional Spider-Man villain named Cardiac. And Doctors Tony Isabella and Arvell Jones are named after Misty's co-creators. When Matt is rescued by the nuns in the final episode, one of them is told to get Maggie. Maggie is Matt's estranged mother, who abandoned her family to join the convent when he was a young boy. That scene is a moment from Frank Miller's iconic Daredevil Born Again storyline, so we expect to see that comic adapted in Season 3 of Daredevil. The final episode strongly suggests that Danny is looking to fill the void left by Daredevil now that Matt is out of commission. In the comics, Iron Fist actually impersonated Daredevil for a brief period while Matt was in prison. Over the course of the season, Iron Fist and Luke Cage form a bond that looks like it could lead to the MCU version of Heroes for Hire, the duo's crime-fighting business from the comics. In the final episode, patient viewers are rewarded with a post-credit teaser for the upcoming Punisher series. In this scene, Frank Castle's dialogue sounds like a nod to the 2002 miniseries Punisher Born. Did you catch any other Easter eggs? Let us know in the comments. And for more on The Defenders, check out our video about what the season's ending means for the Marvel Netflix universe going forward. And be sure to like and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.